Hello, folks. DJ Burgstarre here, back with another tip of the day. So, today I just want to make a quick tip, and you've probably heard this a number of times, but I just want to reiterate it and let you know just how convenient it is to save templates. So, if you're working in Ableton all the time, there's no reason to rewrite history every single time you launch Ableton. So, here's just a few bullet points I want to point out when you're making your templates. So let's launch live and we'll see what happens here. So I'm launching live and you'll notice that it's set up just the way I want it. And I'll point out some things that I did that you should consider when you're making your templates. So this is my template. Now, what do I have in here? Well, I've got some common things that I use pretty much every time I write a song. I'm always using this instrument here, the Nexus instrument that I really like, and I'm always using the wavetable here, so I've got that as a track as well. And I'm always using this nice clean 808 bass, so I've got that on a track. And I also have sort of a kick and a clap here to give me a beat of some kind when I'm just launching this and I want to just tool around for a bit. So let's play it. So that's what I have going just when I launch it. But what I want to show you is a little more specific items. So in my master chain, I've set up all the things that I would always put on my master: my compressor, my multiband, and my glue compressor, a little bit of EQ, my utility, and my limiter here. But you'll notice it's all off because you don't really want to start mastering when you're making your track. So what I'll do is what you want to do normally is you write your track, make it sound as good as possible without the things on your master, and then you start adding your master's chain and the devices in there as you go. Now I have these grouped so I can turn them all on and off. So if I get something going, I can turn on my master, kind of see how it sounds with sort of the master I've developed over time. Now, there's some things I want to point out about this. So if you right-click on some of these, you'll notice that I have set it so everything is oversampling, everything's in high-quality mode, and things like that, because, I'm trying to get the best quality I can out of this. And same thing with my tracks. I like to have an EQ on every single track. And if you right click on that, you'll see it's on oversampling already. So I don't have to be clicking on these and double checking and making sure I did that. They're all on here. Every track has an EQ. And then my returns over here are really important. So on my reverb, I've set it up the way I like it with the amount of decay that I like and things like that. But I always have a EQ on my reverb and delays and things, so I'm not reverbing that low end. And again, if you click on it, you'll see that oversampling's on. And I've got an ozone for widening my sound if I want on certain tracks, and another echo delay that's I like to use a lot. So I have that on a return. So what you want to do is just set this template up, and it kind of takes some time after working in Ableton. My first track here is actually the Splice bridge because I use Splice on some things, and I have that ready to go. I just need to turn it on if I want to hear Splice coming in. And so all of this is set up, including my record track, and I have that. If you look at my ins and outs, that's on 3 and 4 because my external gear is plugged in that way. So that's already set up. So if I want to record something, I just hit record, and if I'm hitting my guitar or some other device that I have, external synth or something, it comes in this way, and that's already set up for me. And again, my master chain is off when I first launched this because I don't want to turn it on until I'm kind of good and ready with my mix, and I've done as much as I can before I get down to my master. And I would also say make multiple templates. Where you can find your templates is in your user library under templates. And so in here, you can name these and have different ones, because maybe one day you're going to be writing some trance music, and obviously the things and the instruments you might have for that are going to be different than the ones you're going to use for some pop track, or whatever style you're in. So it's nice to have a few of these templates that you can switch back and forth, and then as soon as you click on one of these, it'll relaunch a new template for you that you've pre-set up. And again, I would have everything in oversampling mode. I would have all of my sends and returns set up. And, that's about all I want to say, is just set up these templates ahead of time, because I know that I'm just going to come in here when I write a song and I'm going to have to redo all of this every time, and instead of that, when I launch it, it's ready to go, good to go. And it saves just so much time. Plus, I can just sit down as soon as I launch this and, just start, picking away at something. If I wanted to write some music that day, I'm ready to go. I don't have to go searching and launch that instrument and find this sound again. It's already there. Now, this doesn't mean you're restricted or constricted into, just sticking with this. This is just sort of a place to start. And of course, everything on my master I'll probably keep, but I may change up these instruments, as I'm writing a song that day or whatnot. But it's just a good place to start and saves a lot of time. And these aux returns, I'll probably keep my return tracks no matter what style of music I'm playing. It's good to have all those ready to go. And plus the size of things too. I've made these smaller so they don't take up much room. I've made this splice bridge really thin here because I don't need to see it, stretched out. I know that I just need the volume for that. And so, you just think about those little things, and you develop a nice template over time, and, it just saves you just a headache, 20 minutes of setting things up, or maybe not quite that long, but, just time and time again, even if it's just a few minutes every time. If you're writing a lot and, hitting up Ableton every day, then why not have templates all set up and ready to go for you? So anyway, that's all. Just a tip of the day you've probably heard before, but I just wanted to say that it saves me a lot of time, and I was using it the other day, and I thought I should tell my users about it, that templates are really handy. So use them, and it will save you time and make things easier for you. So anyway, that's all I wanted to say today. Thanks again for watching. Hope to see you guys on the next one. DJ Burgstarre out.